My name is Ramos. I co-own a design and tech agency called Tenaka's Tribe, and we're based in Johannesburg, South Africa. John and I started working together back in March of 2016, and certainly there are a number of things that I think John brings to the table that make his approach unique. The first of which that struck me early on was how John took the trouble right off the bat to understand the nuances of our business. Things like labor practice or the legislature that governs South African-based businesses, for example. And why I found this to be particularly valuable was because all of the feedback and the input and the insights that John put on the table were informed. They were all practical, they were all applicable, which was great. I think another aspect of John's approach and the way in which John works with his clients is he explores different perspectives. I would often go into an engagement with John with a particular view on an issue or a challenge, and John would ask questions designed to help me look at different perspectives, and invariably that added value in and of itself, let alone the great strategic and tactical outcomes of our conversations. Of course, a highlight of my engagement with John Stringer was his approach to holding me as a client accountable. So I knew going into any call with John that he would be looking to me to provide feedback based on measures, based on clear, unambiguous metrics, because of the commitments we would have made in prior calls. And that obviously kept certainly someone like myself accountable, but also it made sure that every call began with some sort of forward movement, some sort of progress was achieved right at the beginning of the call. And I suppose therefore by the time we got to the end of any one call, it was a given that the outcomes, the commitments made by myself, the feedback, advice and input given by John would only see us move further forward as well. And really, I think the combination of those three things gives me all the confidence in the world to give someone like John Stringer a really strong endorsement. John has a very personable way of working with his clients. He illustrates that he cares because of the nature of the questions he asks. He recalls the details because they matter to him. And that really gives you as a business owner the confidence to know that you have someone who is uniquely equipped to bridge the gap right between the actions that we take as business owners and that attraction that we also desperately want to achieve, and that is that sense of traction, that concept of the rubber hitting the road. I could not recommend John more highly. Thanks.